in Sunday morning, trusting the Lord that it will be impactful. I believe the Lord put something specific in my heart for this weekend. So I trust that our old church, old church building in Berlin, and I turned 40, and it felt like, 40, that's a long journey. But between 40 and 50, I must confess, I don't know what happened. I just had a 40th birthday, and then I went to sleep, and then I woke up, and they said, you are 50. and you'll find that that's how it just goes. For these last 50 years that I look back to, I can very clearly split into two parts. You can split it into the first 15 years and then the last 35. And that's a very clear split in my heart as I look at what my life and existence has been. So in those first 15 years, in his own case, he was saying that he went because he wanted to ask for something. But that sounds like you even have an option to not go. In my own case, nobody asked you if you wanted to go. You didn't have an option. I mean, it was just you go. And then, so it meant really nothing. Okay, maybe it meant I got to see other children and play, and then we're gone. And none of what was said ever meant anything. But then when I was 11, I was actually 11 years old when I went to boarding school. I went to boarding school at 11 years old. Cool anymore these days. But I used to be cool, and I belonged to a group of the cool boys on campus. And if you've ever been the cool boys on campus, and if you've ever been a child, you do understand that you want to belong to the group of the happening boys. So, of course, in school, I belonged to the group of the happening boys. And the way that I entered that group, I remember very well, was those boys will need me for mathematics or physics or something like that. So, of course, the unspoken rule is if I help you prepare for the test, then you let me into your group. So I belonged to the group of the happening boys. And what they did was there was a fellowship on campus there in the school where we were, where there were some of these boys and girls at them, and they had fellowship, and they would say that they are born again. Now, the school rules did not allow that, but they did it. They'll gather,